Why is that our African people living in Africa,
Yeah.
their prayer point in the church now is always praying for them to get visa to come to Europe?
I would say it's because of the current situation back home,
Hmm.
and it's not favoring anybody because they all think like, okay, financially, there's no work.
Yeah.
People go to school, and after school, after studying, no work, no job
No
for
work to
anybody.
back up.
So because this life we are right now, you need financial status to be able to move on. You have
Hmm.
to go to a place whereby you are able to have this financial support to do these things.
But do you think that going to church and pray that is the solution, or for you to work harder?
I would say both because it's written in the Bible. Just praying will not solve the matters.
Hmm.
God will still support and assist you along the line when God sees that you are
You are
trying.
trying.
You can't just sit there and be praying and hoping that manners will fall from the sky.
Yeah.
You still have to go out there. You don't know who you meet. Maybe you are praying inside, but when you step outside, definitely you will see your helper. That will say, "Oh, this person needs some assistance in life."
Yeah.
That's why they say you pray for guardians. When you step out, God needs to guide you along the way, no matter
Okay,
what.
now, okay, what would be your message to our African people that live in Africa back home,
Yeah,
that always go to church? They
yeah.
will stay in the church on Monday till
Till
Friday or
Friday.
till Sunday. Most of them they don't go to work doing
No,
anything
no.
in Nigeria.
I would just say they should go out. Yeah, you don't have to stay at home.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to stay in the church praying all day, fasting and praying without no work, doing.
Yeah.
The people you are calling at home to pray about, to say, God send my helper. So they will not come
Yeah.
and meet you in your house. You
At
have to go
all.
outside, definitely. And yeah, and believe that when you go out, you definitely see someone that's going to help you.
Okay,
Yeah,
brother, you are here in Europe now for a long
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Do you think that as an African man
yeah.
living in Africa, come to Europe, automatically you escape poverty?
Come to no, 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 no. First of all, if you leave Africa and come to Europe, that's the first big step you have done.
Hmm.
Yeah, I must say, thank God for that, for moving from that side to this
Yeah.
side. So now it's left for you to now show your doings, your workings. It's not by staying out because if you stay at home too here in Europe, there's nothing for you. So
Yeah.
you definitely have to go out there too, and for you to be able to become who you want to be. If you want
Okay.
to achieve anything in life, you have to step outside, walk towards it because it's just a process. After the process, there's the blessing for that. So yeah, I would say you have escaped poverty if you leave Nigeria actually.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Or your own view, you think that
I
that person,
think so because in Nigeria, you like I said, if you go to school after school, studying everything, you still don't have a job. So why
yeah,
would you stay in a country that's not favoring you?
mm,
So when you come to Europe, there's plenty of opportunities.
mm,
Schools are free, study is free. You don't have to pay for that.
yeah,
Why do you have to pay for your studies?
mm,
Because after you finish studying, you are working for the country.
mm,
So
yeah.
it should not be something you have to pay for. Yeah, it's free.
Okay, but you told that you study here before or what?
Yeah, I study.
You
Yeah,
study here before.
yeah,
Okay. So I want to ask you this question. You that study here in Germany before, how
yes.
do you see study here compared to Africa, especially
Africa.
Nigeria?
I would say the studying year is based on what you want to become.
Mm,
And back home, they just teach you for just like teaching sake. These are the basics like one plus one and all that. But when you
yeah.
come here in Europe, especially in Europe, when you're learning in Europe, they're teaching you for what you want to become.
Mm,
If you say you want to be a doctor, they give you
based
the
on
subject
data,
on being a doctor, based on
a
being a
doctor,
doctor.
yeah.
Or if you want to be a mechanical or you want to be anything, you just have to go towards that direction.
Mm.
And when you make it out, definitely there are doors open with your
Just say
certificate.
now. So how do you see, the equipment?
The equipment that are there is sufficient. Like to learn, you
Mm.
have a lot. You can go to the library,
Yeah.
get a book, read for free. You don't have to pay for anything.
Mm.
If at all, you just have to pay 20 euros for a whole year
Yeah.
for you to read for free. Reading is free.
Mm.
Education is free here. You
So,
know.
brother, can you tell me how do you get your visa based on student before you come to Germany, so that other people
Uh,
can also learn from it?
Even before you leave the country, you have to learn the language back home.
Hmm.
I will advise you to do that.
Okay,
Before you get when you are in this country, you want to start learning. No,
it's difficult.
I think it's better when you are back home. Try to go to the 6 months course, learn. And then when you're in the embassy, you are able to communicate with them, and then that's a free access. That's they see there's no difficulty for you to come to the country.
Okay.
Because if they notice that when they're talking to you, because people working in the embassy, they speak German. You know, they
Yeah.
learn how to speak German because they have to communicate in German.
With people.
Yet, exactly. So if they notice that you don't know how to speak the language, they will say this is a barrier. There's no need for you to go to a country whereby the country will not spend a whole 1 year to educate you. Most of the people, they are lazy to speak the language.
That's
You
another
know,
thing.
so when we are lazy to speak the language, there's no need for you to come to a country you cannot. They say when you go to Rome, you behave like a Roman. You understand? If you come to Germany, you have to behave like one. That's why they say integration. You have to be integrated.
Yeah.
If you are not able to be to adapt to the place you are
The
going
system.
to the system, then forget it. You can't come to Germany and be on the street.
Yeah.
You understand?
So do you think that Germany is one of the best European countries to study?
Yes, worldwide. Even the Americans will say that.
Can you analyze it for me? Why do you say so?
The reason why I say so is the quality, because after you finish, the certificate is stronger than even any other country. If you finish in Germany, you have a certificate, you can go to Dubai and work without going to school.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take the certificate and show them, yeah, I'm from Germany, this is my certificate. Normally, people who are graduates in Nigeria or in England, if they come to this country, they have to go to an extra course.
They have to
First
study
of all,
again.
to prove that they are able, they're capable.
Okay.
But if you are from here and you finish a course, you have a certificate, you don't need to go any to any country and say you want to do extra course. No.
Automatically, you'll be
Automatically, you already work. If you have a driving license here in Germany, you take it to Dubai or any other country, you can drive a car. But if you are from England and you want to drive a car here, you have to go to a course to prove that you're able to drive here.
drive
So that's why Germany is the strongest. Their system is strong, yeah, and their security is strong. Everything, you know, that's why they are strict with whatever they are doing. Yeah.
Okay, like someone like you now, if you're any of your friends that want to study, can you advise him to come to Germany or go to Luxembourg?
I would advise you to come to Germany because of the qualities after. The process is hard.
It's difficult.
It's difficult, I must say. But after the whole difficulties,
Okay,
it is worth
we are talking about it at the end now.
At the end, it's worth it because the paper, everything you are able, it's easy access to anywhere.